Hi, welcome to InfoComm 2014. I'm Ken Johnson. I come from Xantech. Today we're showing a number of products from our XLIP products, or control with extranet. This is essentially IR over IP products. They allow, essentially as a balun, it converts IR information into packets of information that gets sent over a customer's existing network and allow it to be sent over to decoders. So the core of the product is the XLIP 200. That's the entry-level product, which is essentially an IR balun, and it has a network connectivity jack. It's got IR jacks, it's got an IR sensor jack, and can be set up either to be a receiver or an emitter. And when you have a network, you have to have two of them. Down here we have an XLIP 232 that's set up as the receiver, and so we have our IR sensor being hooked up to the XLIP 232 as a receiver. It receives IR codes. Those IR codes get converted into a network packet and get sent over the IP network in a customer's house. In this particular case, you can do a one-to-one, or you can do a one-to-many. In this particular case, we have one XLIP 200 controlling the top 3 TVs in our display. We have the bottom XLIP 200 controlling the three bottom TVs in our display. It is basically, essentially, a sprinkler system. The IR code comes in and gets sprinkled out through all the emitters that are on the network. What we are also showing in this particular piece is our XLIP 232 piece, which is right here in front of you. And essentially the difference is that besides being an IR balun, it also has the ability of issuing out RS-232 codes. There is an IR out and continuation jack, as well as RS-232 jacks on this. What this allows us to do is there is a web server on board of this piece that allows us to get into the web page for setup. We get the chance to set it up into its configuration, as well as the fact that it also has memory. It has 150 memory positions that can be learned for IR codes or RS-232 codes. Additionally, in addition to that, it also has 20 positions that are macros. Those macros essentially go to different memory locations and issue whatever command is in those memory locations. So this has the ability to be hosted on a web page that can be accessed by any mobile device or PC. That is the functionality of it. It also lends itself, because it's a web page, there are third-party software programs that can come in and actually control the system. This is what you can use to control devices via IR and devices via RS-232, and provide your customers mobile device control of their system when they didn't have it before. It doesn't require an app. It is a website enabled. Last but not least, what we have is a very, very advanced communications device, or what we would call a home controller. Basically, the XLIP 800 is the Noah's Ark of connectivity. It has 2 Ethernet jacks, 2 RS-232 jacks, 2 Ethernet jacks, 2 RS-232 jacks, 2 IR jacks, 2 IO jacks, and it is an event-based IP manager. This allows you now to control and send out commands and communications to actually automate entire systems' commercial operations. This display, as we're wrapping up, we are actually showing off an application where it would be a sports bar, where you have multiple TVs throughout the building and have the ability to control one or all of them, and 1 to 2 to 3 or 4 sources. We're currently on this wall showing 2 sources, but it would allow you to create your own matrix and own control capability where it can be hosted by using a mobile device. Once again, this is Ken Johnson from Xantech, and thank you for attending InfoComm 2014.